What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some news concerning the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. I was just thinking of the recent things that happened with Deontay, and all the things that he said regarding rematches and, getting back in there with Fury, but not willing to do certain things to do it, right? We've talked about that. And we have a lot of reasons that circulate around why these fights don't get made. Why was $28 million plus an upside left on the table? Why is Deontay Wilder willing to go to Russia but not willing to go to the UK for a rematch? Why wasn't Deontay ever favored to fight Klitschko? A lot of these things I think about. And I thought about that today, and, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I was talking to a friend of mine and I was explaining to him and it just hit me. This thought just calmed me about Deontay. I kind of touched on it briefly, but let me say it in another way that people can understand. Deontay Wilder and his team, they are accustomed to him being at a certain level, a certain comfort zone. In other words, they're accustomed to him being in a certain place. So these negotiations, they magically fall through or whatever, and a lot of these offers or a lot of these reasons for the fights not getting made are really trivial. They're real silly. They're not really big things. They're mostly smaller things that are taken as a big problem, but it's not. It's not at all. So I don't see why they're not getting made. But that thought from tonight just hit me like, dude, these fights are not getting made because they're not meant to get made. Deontay Wilder's team, they don't want to really fight Fury. I don't think they do. He says they do, but I don't even think that's the narrative. No, I don't even think that's the truth. I think that if it's for them to go over to UK to defend Deontay's title in a rematch that resulted into a draw, that's a no-go. If it's taking $28 million plus an upside to go to the UK to fight Anthony Joshua in April of 13, okay, for a unification, that's a no-go. Those fights are not going to happen because they're not meant to happen. I think what's happening is, and it makes total good sense, they're putting Deontay back in his place. Deontay Wilder, his next opponent will be Dominic Breazeale. This is back to the familiarity of Deontay. He's not going to get it won't be pay-per-view. It will be on Showtime, Showtime Championship Boxing. They're going to offer Breazeale $600,000-$700,000. They're going to offer Deontay 2.5, something like that, 2.2, something like that, a guaranteed purse, something that he's accustomed to. It won't be into the ones, it will be around what he got for Ortiz. Okay, that's what it will be because he's content. He's been content. And the only time you get a person not content is when you give them or you offer them a chance to make a lot of money that they're not accustomed to. And a lot of time greed can come in. And that's what happened. But in this case, Team Wilder, they're just putting Deontay back in his place. Because think about it. It took him not fighting Anthony Joshua to raise his profile, to get his name out there, to do outbursts that result in viral explosions social-wise, right? To this day, peoples too. People will say that shit for the next 8 months until something else pops up. And you will hear that. That's when that happened, okay? That was late November. I hear people at work saying that. I hear people on set saying that. You know what I mean? And a lot of these people don't watch boxing. So it goes beyond box. When something goes viral, that's beyond boxing. That's beyond the sport. So it took him not fighting Anthony Joshua. All he had to do is give people the idea, the narrative that he was going to fight Anthony Joshua. I don't think it would have been any type of money because they're not ready to let Deontay go yet. They've been holding this guy in a cage for the last 10 fucking years, guys. And what's sad, I thought they were ready to let him out. Yeah, they let him out. He ran around. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a bad analogy of a dog, but it is what it is. It's the only thing I can think about. Then they, come on back. They're bringing him back. So when they announce Brazil, that'll let you know, okay, he's back at home. He's back in his place. And it's sad because they should have let him go a long time ago and fight the best. But they weren't confident in their fighter. But they knew, okay, let's do this. He has power. Let's just give this guy a string of knockouts and have them knocking out all type of people. And they done that. Then, hey, we can talk about, we can look at offers from Anthony Joshua. Why do you think these guys never wanted to sit down? You ever thought about that shit? You wait a minute. You want to fight that bad, but you never wanted to have a sit down? Those guys never intended on fighting Anthony Joshua. They took a gamble with Tyson Fury because the motherfucker was 400 pounds. Just yesterday. You know what I mean? Just yesterday, he was 400 pounds. So they knew, man, we're going to beat the hell out of this used to be fat motherfucker. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to have a good time doing it. Throw it on pay-per-view. He's undefeated. Oh, he beat Klitschko. The guy that we would never put you in the ring with, Deontay. Hey, in due time, my boy. That shit. Okay? So, no. Deontay's just back in his place. His teamers putting him back in his comfort zone. He's yelling fury, but not trying to go to the UK. Like, that's a fucking problem. He said out of his own mouth that he'll travel to the UK. He'll travel everywhere, anywhere. Remember that, guys? But you can't go to the UK for a rematch? Think about all the UK fans and all the energy, think about all the support that the UK fans put into this fight. They come deep, and they came deep. They came deep for Ricky Hatton. They're going to come deep for Tyson Fury. They do that in the UK. You guys know what you do. So you can't return the favor and go back over there. You're always getting booed. You're already getting booed here by UK fans. What's the difference? You're over there and going to get booed more, okay? So what? People will know who you are, though. Right? So that's what I'm saying. That excuse is like, that's unacceptable, bro. That's unacceptable. He didn't have any intentions of fighting, and that's it. So he's back at home. He'll fight Dominic Brazil, then he'll fight another guy. That Anthony Joshua fight, they're just waiting out. They're going to hold on to their WBC belt until someone either knocks out Deontay Wilder, upsets him like they did Lewis, right? Something like that. Or, it could always, Joshua could lose. This is a heavyweight division, okay? But no. He's just back in his comfort zone. They've made enough money off of him. They've tested the waters, and it's time to put Deontay back in his place. But that was my thought. I just wanted to share it with you guys. You guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace. Oh, by the way, on my Facebook channel, on my Facebook page, rather, I'm gonna have some good stuff on there. I have a catalog. Gonna be promoting shirts, and it's gonna be hot. So you guys check it out. I mean, real hot. So stay tuned for that. Counterpunch Boxing News on Facebook. So check it out. Coming soon to a Facebook near you. All right, guys. Peace.